Welcome to the Fort David Museum Workshop. Today we will explain what to expect with your visit to the museum. The management of Fort David Museum would like to present to you the special exhibition of the artifacts found in Tomb 13 called the Cacique El Quibían Malchia. The ancient cave and tomb of Cacique El Quibían Malchia. The amazing story of the discovery of the ancient tomb of Cacique Malchia began when Marcos Montezuma, a young Ngäbe man, was digging a pozo, water well, on a hill and hit a carved rock in the shape of a rectangle slab. As he hit the rock slab with his pick, it made an empty echo sound. At first, Mr. Montezuma thought he hit an old septic tank. He then used his pick to pry open and lift the open rock slab to expose what was unearthed, and to his amazement, he found the tomb of the Cacique Malchia. Mr. Montezuma went into the tomb to find ancient relics, including ceramic pots filled with animal skins wrapped up with ancient writings and hieroglyphics, and gold pieces including a wooden chest gilded covered in gold next to the mummified Cacique El Quibían Malchia. After Mr. Montezuma told his friends and families of the discovery, and he reported it to the authorities. The tomb of Cacique El Quibían Malchia is in the cave that was sealed at both ends with rocks and mud. Today, the two ends of the cave are open and tourists can enter the tomb of Cacique Malchia to discover the hidden mysteries and treasures of an ancient pre-Columbian lost civilization.
So we're leaving the beach on our way to Volcan to El Quibían's burial site that was found just a few years ago, and is very interesting. Right here we are going up the mountains, passing this lovely scenery. Lovely scenery. What's that over there? Oh, wow. Anyway, where the tomb was located was on Volcan Baru. Some people know it as Volcan Chiriquí, but it's quite a high mountain, over 11,000 feet high. And because Panama is such a thin country, on a clear day on that mountain, you can see both coasts, the Pacific coast and the Atlantic coast as well. It's beautiful. We'll be there shortly. There's the mountain rising above the clouds. So here we are at the cave of the Cacique Malchia, the tomb actually. And this area here was covered in with stones. You can see some of the stones here that were covering this hole, and they've been removed, revealing another entry to the tomb. So here we are at the entrance to Cacique Malchia's tomb on the other side of the, well, where we were previously. And what happened here was that several years ago, Montezuma, a farm worker named Marcos Montezuma, was digging a well, and he hit some stone that sounded hollow. He thought that he struck upon the top portion of a septic tank, but upon discovery, found the Cacique's tomb. So here we are at the eastern entrance to the tomb of Cacique Malchia. There are two entrances. The other side is walled over. It was like a wall on the side of a mountain that was covered with stones. The Indians had concealed the tomb. But 5 or 6 years ago, a farm worker by the name of Marcos Montezuma was digging a well for the property owner here, and he struck something that sounded hollow. He thought that it was maybe a septic system, but upon discovery, this is what he found. The tomb of Cacique Malchia. Come with me down into the tomb. We'll look around. We'll see what's down here. The tomb. Come with me. Come on. Be careful. Okay. Ooh, this has to be jade. There were lots of gold pieces found in here too, but one of the main universities in the country seemed to have gotten authority to take those away and to protect them somewhere. But this is jade stone. This is beautiful. And further along, we have urns. And here, look at this. This is beautiful. Another one. For his long journey. They say this goes back to 500 years BC. So it's like 2,500 years old. We're standing in history, antiquity. Soon, many people will be coming here to see this grand discovery. It's very interesting. The tombstone of Cacique Malchia. Ngäbe, Mulek. Here we have what looks like the thinker. Who said these people weren't philosophers?
The recent discovery of gold plates in an archaeological site located in the ancient tomb found in Panama reveals the past of the ancient history of the inhabitants of Panama. In 2011, in Panama, a major discovery was made. A pre-Columbian cemetery was discovered with the remains of bodies, weapons, and artifacts made of gold. In the Cacique tomb, archaeologists found the sarcophagus of the Cacique El Quibían Malchia. The sarcophagus is a large rectangle wooden box that was covered in gilded gold. The layer of gold varied in thickness, of the very finest gold leaf set over the sarcophagus.